Hey guys, thanks for clicking on this video. I'm Chad from Slasher Critic.
And I'm Alex from Shitty Booze Reviews.
And today, we're going to be reviewing Grave Encounters. Hey Alex, do you even believe in ghosts?
Well, as a matter of fact, Chad, I'm pretty certain that my studio is haunted.
So without further ado, let's review and let's talk some shit.
Grave Encounters is a found footage supernatural horror film that documents a group of goofball ghost hunters as they film their 6th episode for their pilot television show Grave Encounters.
The crew consists of Lance Preston, the host, who nails it as Zach Biggins from Ghost Adventures. Then we got Sasha, the occult specialist, who is quite bangable. Then we got Matt, the equipment tech, who is also quite bangable. Then we got TC, the cameraman, and Houston, the fake medium, who looks a lot like if Clay Aiken fucked Curious George and they had a baby.
They prepared to do an overnight shoot at an abandoned psychiatric hospital that is allegedly haunted.
But before they can make their way into the hospital, Lance gives a string of interviews. First up is this guy, who looks like he has pubic hair on his head. And he gives us a backstory on Arthur Friedkin, a mad scientist.
Friedkin was a Harvard-trained neurologist who was head physician here from 1937 to 1948. He had gained some notoriety because of his work in experimental brain surgery. 6 patients broke out of their rooms and stabbed Friedkin in his office. His body was found the next morning by a nurse. Unfortunately, this event was completely overshadowed by the death of Babe Ruth, the famous baseball player.
What? The Sultan of SWAT! The King of Crash! The Colossus of Clout! The Colossus of Clout! Babe Ruth! The Great Bambino!
The hospital caretaker takes the crew on a tour of the facility while giving them commentary of the hospital's macabre history.
So you guys see this window here?
Yeah.
I lock it up real good at night. Come back in the morning, sometimes this thing's wide open. These service tunnels connect all the buildings. There's about a quarter mile of them.
And while in the service tunnels, Sasha gets scared.
What?
It's just my shadow. Sorry.
How in the fuck are you a ghost hunter, but you get scared of your own shadow? That's like being a librarian, but you don't know how to read.
Lance Preston then interviews the Guatemalan landscape architect and asks him if he's seen any kind of ghostly activity.
I'm standing here with the resident gardener, Javier Ortega. Javier, have you ever noticed anything strange around the building?
No, not really.
So Lance then slips the guy 20 and says, "Hey buddy, can you just, pretend you saw something?"
Yeah, I saw a ghost over here. It was really scary.
I think the real question is, why does an abandoned psych hospital still have a landscaper? And why does he have to be Mexican? Movie. Huh? Racist!
The crew then locks themselves in the asylum and prepares for their overnight investigation.
All right, this is the real deal, folks. This is by far the biggest location we have ever investigated.
A whole lot of nothing happens.
But the crew does attempt to catch spirits on an EVP device and a still camera that Lance has. And when those two things fail, they simply just try calling out to the spirits.
If the patient who killed herself in this room, in this very tub, is here now, make yourself known.
And that doesn't work.
And then the crew finds some jizz on a bathroom wall. Lance suggests that it may be evidence of ectoplasmic residue.
This be residual ectoplasmic material discovered first by the Grave Encounters team.
But it's not, it's just jizz. Later on, crewman TC explores a hallway and is startled by a door that slams, seemingly on its own.
What the fuck was that?
TC then reports the incident to the crew, and while examining the door, they hear another slamming sound in the distance, which scares the ever-loving shit out of them.
The fuck was that? What the fuck was that? What the
Jesus
fuck was
Christ! You see,
That was really fucking scary, guys.
that came from right here.
Then occult specialist Sasha attempts to communicate with the spirit.
Your name. What do you want? Are you in the room with us?
When a ghost out of nowhere starts pulling her hair.
And then this bitch takes off faster than AIDS did in the gay community.
What the fuck was that?
Did you get that? Did you see that? No way, man. No way.
I got it on tape.
And after that bullshit, Lance decides that they have enough footage and it's time to get the fuck out of there.
Okay, you guys, I think we have enough footage. Why don't we just pack up everything and we'll get out of here?
Tech guy Matt then goes out to retrieve all the static cams that are scattered throughout the asylum. When Matt fails to return, Lance, Sasha, and TC go to look for him, but with no such luck. Matt has disappeared.
Matt? Hey, Matt!
Why is this shit everywhere?
And while looking for Matt, TC gets pushed down a flight of stairs and falls faster than R. Kelly's career. When they return to base, TC is still freaking out and has Lance call the caretaker to unlock the doors early. But no one has cell phone service because they all got Sprint. Damn you, Sprint.
TC then decides to break open the entrance so they can escape, just to find another dark hallway. So apparently these ghosts have the power to manipulate the asylum, so the investigation crew is ultimately trapped. We then finally get some ghost action and some jump scare shit.
Where we get to see what Lindsay Lohan looks without any makeup on.
Then the crew tracks down tech guy Matt, who's dressed in a hospital gown and behaving like a raving lunatic.
He'll help you too.
Then the ghost started to take out the crew members, one by one.
The psychic guy, Houston Gray, gets choked the fuck out. TC gets pulled into a blood-filled bathtub by a ghost and disappears.
I don't fucking know!
Which is extra fucked up because we all know black people don't know how to swim.
Tech guy Matt commits suicide by jumping down an elevator shaft. And Sasha disappears in an eerie mist. Lance Preston is now the last remaining crew member, and Lance displays signs of insanity as he pancakes a rat with a steel pipe.
Yep, and he proceeds to eat it. Now I know a lot of you are like, that's fucking disgusting. But have you ever had KFC chicken before? Yeah.
Lance then wanders around aimlessly and stumbles into a surgical room where he finds disturbing photographs and some ceremonial satanic shit. Lance is then attacked by some ghostly surgeons and is lobotomized off screen. Well, that was Grave Encounters. I would just like to thank Chad, the slasher critic, for having me on his show. And oh shit. What was that? Is there a spooky ghost here? Oh shit! I knew it. Get out of here, you bitch. Oh shit!
Alex? Damn. Well, I just met the guy anyway. Sucks to be you. Who has the bigger wiener now? This guy, because he's still alive.